Hello everyone, welcome to this video on how to use TI-84 calculator in introductory statistics class. In this video, we are going to explore how to use it to find the confidence interval under different situations. Confidence interval for mean when population standard deviation sigma is known. So here is the example for that. First semester GPA for a random selection of freshmen at a large university are shown. So the GPA are given here. So this is the sample given to you. Estimate the true mean GPA of the freshman class with 99% confidence. When we are estimating with certain confidence, we are creating a confidence interval. Assume that the population standard deviation sigma is 0.62. Use TI-84 calculator to answer this question. So here we have the quick steps that we'll be using in our TI-84 calculator. First, since the data is given, we are going to enter the data under list 1 in calculator. Then we go to Z interval by pressing stat, test, and then Z interval. Then we fill the Z interval window with the available information given here in the problem. And then we hit calculate to get the confidence interval. Let me demonstrate this in TI-84 calculator. Okay, this is my TI-84 calculator. We go to stat, under edit, we press number 1, and here we enter the data. I already entered the data here. After you are done entering the data, you can come back to the main screen by pressing second and then mode. Now, once you're here, we can go to the Z interval to get that confidence interval. So we press stat and then we scroll to test. And once we go to test, since the population standard deviation is given, we want to go to number 7 because it is the Z interval. So we press number 7. And then here we fill the information in this Z interval window. Our input is the data, not the statistic given. So we select the data. And then here we put the population standard deviation given in the problem. It is 0.62, 0.62. Our data is in list 1, so you don't need to change that. We don't have any frequency given, so you can just leave it as 1. And then the confidence level in next step here, C level is the confidence level. In this problem, the confidence level is 99%, so 0.99. Now hit calculate to get that interval. Calculate. So we got the interval, which is 2.5533, 3.0856. So that is the 99% confidence interval for the mean GPA. So here is that confidence interval. It is 2.5533 up to 3.0856. Meaning of that is with 99% confidence, we can say that the true mean GPA lies between 2.5533 and 3.0856. Confidence interval for mean when population standard deviation is known. Here is the example, and in this case, instead of the data given, they have given the information about the sample. Since 1975, the average fuel efficiency of US car and light trucks has increased from 13.5 to 25.8 miles per gallon, an increase of over 90%. A random sample of 40 cars, that is the sample size, 40 cars from a large community got a mean mileage, that is the sample mean of 28.1. We can even label this. So 40 is the sample size, that's your N. N is 40. Sample mean is 28.1. Sample mean of 28.1 miles per gallon. The population standard deviation is 4.7 miles per gallon. That's your sigma. We have to estimate the true mean gas mileage with 95% confidence. So the confidence level C is equal to 0.95. So we have to find the 95% confidence interval using TI-84 calculator. So here we have the quick steps. In TI-84 calculator, first we go to Z interval by pressing stat, test, and Z interval. Then we fill the Z interval window with the information given here in the problem. So using the information, we fill that Z interval window, and then we hit calculate to get the confidence interval. Let me demonstrate this in TI-84 calculator. Here is my TI-84 calculator. We go to stat, and then we go to test, and then we go to number 7 for Z interval. Then here we fill the information that is given in the question. In this example, they have given the statistic about the sample. So we are going to select that statistics there. Population standard deviation given in the problem is 4.7. 4.7. They have also given the sample mean. Sample mean is 28.1. 28.1. Sample size, the number of observation that they have taken, is 40. Confidence level that we are looking at is 95%, so it is 0.95. And then hit calculate to get that confidence interval. So we get the confidence interval here. It is 26.643 up to 29.557. So the confidence interval that we obtained from our calculator is 26.643 up to 30.014. That means with 95% confidence, we can say that the true mean mileage lies between 26.643 up to 30.014 miles per gallon. Confidence interval for proportion. Here is an example. The national average for percentage of high school graduates taking the SAT is 49%, but the average vary from low 4% to high 92%. A random sample of 300 graduating high school seniors was polled across a particular tri-state area, and it was found that 195% had taken SAT. Estimate the true proportion of high school graduates in this region who takes SAT with 95% confidence using TI-84 calculator. So here the question is about the proportion, and we have to find the confidence interval for proportion. So few important informations are given in the problem. The first one is the sample size, that is n equal to 300. And out of 300, 195 has taken SAT. So that is the number of students who took SAT out of 300. So out of 300, 195 took SAT. We have to find the true proportion of high school graduates in the tri-state region with 95% confidence level. So this is your confidence level, C equal to 0.95. And we have to do this using TI-84 calculator. Since we are talking about the proportion, we are looking for the one proportion Z interval. So here we have the quick steps. First, we have to go to one proportion Z interval by pressing stat, test, and one proportion Z interval. And then we have to fill the one proportion Z interval window with the information given in the problem, and then hit calculate to get the result. So let me demonstrate this in TI-84 calculator. Here's my TI-84 calculator. We go to stat and then scroll across to test. And here we are looking for one proportion Z interval. I don't see 1 proportion Z interval over here. So we have to scroll all the way down until we go to 1 proportion Z interval. So here it is, 1 proportion Z interval. Once you get 1 proportion Z interval, hit enter. Then here, fill the information in this window, 1 proportion Z interval window, with the information given in the problem. X is the number of students who took the SAT exam. So that is 195. Out of the total students, N is 300. Confidence label, it's 95% or 0.95. And then hit calculate to get that interval. So by hitting calculate, we got the interval. It is 0.5960 up to 0.7040. So from calculator, we got the confidence interval as 0.5960 and 0.7040. Meaning of that is, with 95% confidence, we can say that the true proportion of high school graduates taking SAT exam is 59.60% to 70.40%. We'll explore one more situation for calculating the confidence interval using TI-84 calculator. And the last one here is confidence interval for mean when the population standard deviation is unknown. So here is the question. A random sample of 15 registered nurses in a large hospital showed that they work on average of 44.2 hours per week. The standard deviation of the sample was 2.6. We have to estimate the mean of the population with 90% confidence using TI-84 calculator. So few important informations are given here. Your sample size is 15, n equal to 15. The average number of hours they work per week is 44.2, and the standard deviation of that sample, which is Sx, is 2.6. Also, they have given the confidence interval 90%, so C equal to 0.90. So what we are going to do is, in order to construct the confidence interval when the sigma is unknown, when the population standard deviation is unknown, you know that this is going to be the T interval, because the sampling distribution will follow the T distribution. So what we do is, we first go to T interval by pressing stat, test, and T interval. And once you get that T interval window, we fill that T interval window with the information given here in the problem, and then we hit calculate to get the result. So let me demonstrate that in TI-84 calculator. Here is my TI-84 calculator. We first go to stat, and then we go to test. Since the population standard deviation is not given, it is the T interval, and you can see T interval is here in number 8. So we press 8 to get that T interval. Here we are entering the information about the sample given. So we have the statistic about the sample, not the data. So we select the stats. They have given the mean of the sample as 44.2. Sample standard deviation is given. It is 2.6. Sample standard deviation is 2.6. Sample size is given. That is a sample of 15 registered nurses. So 15 RN, 15. Confidence label is given as 90%, so 0.90. Then we select calculate and then hit enter. And we got the confidence interval here. It is 43.018 up to 45.382. So from the calculator, we got the confidence interval as 43.018 up to 45.382. 43.382. That means with 90% confidence, we can say that the mean number of hours the registered nurse work per week is 43.018 hours up to 45.382 hours. So that is the end of this video. In this video, we work on finding the confidence interval using TI-84 calculator. I hope you find this helpful. Thank you so much for watching.